Last time on Yo Mama, the evil Lord Mimulus and his simp, I'm Alex, challenged the legendary Super Chad, Brody and his friends. But little did they know, Zach James would upload Mimulus' mom to Pornhub. Now, with Mimulus defeated, who will Yo Mama take on next? Find out now on Yo Mama! Yo Mama!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Cha-cha-cha. Yes, Internet, it's me, your friendly neighborhood discount Jesus, Zach James, the creator of Yo Mama. And last time, we turned Mimulus into a porn star, just like I said I would.
Please make a Yo Mama joke about me.
I decided to turn you into a porn star.
Oh, this is grim, George.
Yeah, so basically now, what's happened is my mother has come into the room with,
Liquids.
children on her face.
Oh, no!
We went trending on Pornhub for a few days. I mean, folks, that is amazing. That, to me, is beautiful. Thank you guys for just having a good laugh with me.
Also, please don't send any hate over to Yo Mama.
No,
This
they
is just
smashed
a...
this.
They smashed this. This is just a bit of a laugh. Wait, what? He's going to do this to more people?
He's to more people! Somebody stop Zach James!
How, shall we put up some nominations?
Yeah.
Will Lenny.
James Marriott. The Annoying Orange YouTube channel.
The annoying...
Because they didn't reply to our cameo.
Unfortunately, this next thing is no longer going to be as funny as I thought it would be. Nope, the jokes are about to stop because this whole Keemstar YouTuber roast episode has taken some crazy twists and turns. Things that I thought I was never going to talk about. And it sucks too because I had this whole gag figured out. I have a shirt on my shirt because Alex had Gucci on his Gucci. And then I got some wine right there. I was basically going to wear this Jesus outfit and say like, look at me, I'm the Jesus of YouTube. And then I was going to call it Keemstar the Antichrist, and then it was just going to be some hoo-ha's and laughters. Nope, unfortunately, the gags just don't make any sense for this one. I've seen Ethan's video, and he does a good job of just recapping a lot of things that we know.
I'd like to bring you up to date with all of his achievements. A museum of hate and destruction.
I'm fucking white. I run this world. You're black. You're my slave. Understand it. I would hang the fuck out of you. First time.
And the reason I wanted to do my research is I was going to make jokes about Keemstar's news. It's not being good news. He's not good at doing the news. But he really fucks up a lot of shit as a news person.
We can now confirm that the ages were 18 and 15. 18 and 15.
The Onision interview, for example, was really interesting. So Keemstar came in rushing, wanting to make his money on Onision really quick, messed up the interview, and that seemed to be it, right? That was it. Well, no, there was more. There was actually a little bit more to this. Keemstar and Onision, a few weeks later, went on a podcast called Killstream. And during this podcast, Keemstar floats a rumor, heavily promotes a rumor. And the rumor was about this YouTuber named Repzyon, who has heavily covered Onision over the years.
There is a rumor going around, and I want to know if you've heard this rumor. And again, I'm not saying that this is true. This is not an accusation at all. I'm saying I just heard that Repzyon himself started dating his current girlfriend when she was very young, possibly before she was at the legal age. And she was a fan of his since she was 12 or 14 is what I heard through the rumor mill. So it seems like a very similar situation is going on, possibly over with Repzyon, and he's for years been calling you a groomer and everything else.
I'm sure Keemstar and Repzyon must have gotten to the facts at some point, right? You as a news person don't just throw out rumors and then never get to the facts. Not really.
But what is the point, Keem? Let's go. Let's hear the point.
Is it true that your current girlfriend was a fangirl underage, and then you started dating her when she became
No, that
she watched my content. She watched my content. There's a 7-year difference. She's 22 right now. I'm 28.
For the record.
Keem, come on, bro. What's going on here? All right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did you know that I blocked her? We used to never talk. You're trying to prove that I had some relations with somebody who's underage. That's ridiculous, dude.
Stop me. Don't So at age 19,
do you want me to bring?
started dating
Hey,
your
hey, do you want me to bring her on live right now and talk to the camera and say, yes, I was of age, Keemstar. Do you want me to? I'll go get her right now. I'm dead serious.
You told other
Wait, okay,
told other
guys.
people
Guys.
dating her when she was much younger. Let's be honest.
No, I have not.
So we wanted to do something different. We wanted to go directly to Repzyon ourselves and ask him the questions that Keemstar didn't want to ask.
Let's get right into the facts. Repzyon, did you groom your girlfriend?
No, absolutely not. When we first started talking on Blog TV, she jumped into my stream and announced her love for me and that she was deemed to marry me.
Really?
The moment she told me she was 12 years old, I'm like, screw off.
Wow.
She blocked me, and then I blocked her.
Okay, but when did you unblock her?
Years go by, and then she finally announces her love for me yet again at the right age.
Interesting. When did you first talk?
We started talking when she was 18, and then we eventually met in February of 2018.
Oh.
She was 19 at the time, and I was 25.
Thank you, Repzyon. Now back to you, Zach.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. How did we, the Your Mama channel, do a better job of reporting the facts than Keemstar? We're the Your Mama channel, and we just did that shit better than you.
She played Baldi's Basics. She died. Like so Brody can say.
And that's where we were going to take this video. But nope. Something else happened. I had put out a bunch of feelers. I had sent out some messages. I said, hey, I want up-to-date information on Keemstar. And then I got 2 phone calls that would change everything.
He knows this about these people. He knows these are white nationalists. He knows these are racist people. And he's regularly associating himself with it.
These 2 people requested to remain anonymous. And knowing that journalism has journalism integrity, we are going to respect that request, because that's what most journalists should do when you have good sources. Here's what it's been told to me.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me record this call real quick. Can you just repeat back to me what you just said? Because I've heard this from somebody else earlier, and you're the second person to say this. And I won't give out your identity or anything. I'll mask it. But can you just repeat to me what you just said a moment ago?
Yeah, so there's something that a lot of people don't know about Keemstar, and that's that he is affiliated with a lot of really shady underground far-right white nationalist people online, and he does it mostly through under the guise of this this Killstream channel that he does, this Killstream show, where they regularly host actual anti-Semites, white nationalists, and Holocaust deniers, and it seems to be a constant theme on the show. And Keemstar has been on several shows with some of these white nationalists, including Richard Spencer, who coined the term alt-right.
Richard Spencer is an American neo-Nazi anti-Semitic conspiracy theorist and white supremacist who is known for his activism on behalf of the alt-right movement.
Now, if you don't know what the alt-right movement is, let me explain it to you. I think when people hear alt-right movement, they think Nazis. And that's somewhat true. But in recent years, it seems to have evolved to include an extreme conservative viewpoint that just rejects mainstream politics and instead uses online media to spread controversial content. Now, I'm not accusing Keemstar of being a Nazi. It seems to me that you can be in the alt-right movement and not be a Nazi. And even then, Keemstar will deny that Nazis exist today.
I really don't understand why people on Twitter call other people Nazis. It's 2019, there are no Nazis. Sure, there might be a few thousand on this planet of 7 billion people, but let's be honest. When's the last time you seen a Nazi walking down the street? Crying, laughing emoji.
Those people who marched, the white nationalists who marched in North Carolina with tiki torches, he was the guy who organized that, and Keemstar is regularly going on these shows.
However, what I am saying is that Richard Spencer, a neo-Nazi, is a regular guest on this alt-right hosted podcast as recently as of this year. Keemstar guest stars on the podcast. And Keemstar has guest starred on this podcast multiple times. Yes, the same kill stream that we were already looking at. The same one that Keemstar and Onision were both on.
The problem is that if you want to have outrage culture in the right direction, you need to stop abusing the fucking word pedophile and actually use it in the appropriate
Yeah, we need to tell a pedophile right to their face that they are one, right?
You need to fucking have some power to that word, so you don't fucking. That's why you don't say the N word. Wait, what?
Well, wait, what? I have no fucking clue what I just said. Would you call a pedophile the N word, Onision?
It's appropriate, yeah.
I really need you to take a step back here and understand how serious this is. Because if you think Keemstar is dangerous...
I'm a person that believes in revenge. I think if someone fucks you over in any shape or form, destroy him. Like, I've always felt that way.
The people behind Killstream, the people that Keemstar is associating himself with, are just as dangerous, if not more dangerous.
Are you threatening to dox my girlfriend?
And I will laugh about it.
I think he's legitimately just threatening to dox my girlfriend.
So, you know what? Talk that shit.
You threatening to dox my girlfriend?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Killstream is a podcast who's hosted by this man named Ethan Ralph. Now, some of you may know Ethan Ralph. Others, probably most of you don't.
As game developer Brianna Wu writes on the Daily Dot, like many women in the game industry, I've been doxxed by Ralph multiple times. In December of 2014, after receiving death threats so extreme they were the basis of a Law & Order episode, I had pictures of my house, my car, and even my pet's names published by Gamergate on Medium. The post was so extreme that it caused Medium to reevaluate its policies on publishing private information. After the post was taken down, Ralph was eager to republish it.
However, Keemstar really likes Ethan.
And I, personally, really like this show called The Kill Stream. The whole idea of the show is to basically have people with extreme views and opinions come on and debate these extreme views and opinions.
You're impressed by how many men they fuck. Like, okay, where's the den of degeneracy comment about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so quick to attack white people, but like you're just kind of passive on everything else? You're kind of like Ted Cruz, but worse.
Really, you this is amazing because most people, if you look at like my Wikipedia, I'm like this white supremacist. So this is amazing. You think I'm soft on white people, and it's okay. I mean,
no, I don't hard on white people, soft on everybody else.
I'm hard on white people.
Richard Spencer is not #alt-right. Liberals give him a platform so they have someone to fight they can win against. Alt-reality. Not alt-right.
They tried to do a charity stream for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It's a hospital that has a lot of Jewish backing, and this included Richard Spencer on that stream, and Keemstar appeared on the stream to supposedly raise money for this charity, and the charity turned it down. They said, no, thanks, but no thanks. We don't need your money. We don't want your money.
Like it or not, $26,000 really isn't the huge number we're making it out to be in terms of the grand scheme of things.
It's really
huge for Extreme, but it's not huge for a company like that. And they're going to chase away their big donors.
They're big donors. A charity that brings in millions of dollars a day, hundreds of millions over a year. $26,000 just to piss off everybody else.
And then Keemstar defended the live stream when it was taken down.
Yeah.
But I also understand where the kill stream's coming from. They just want to create a place where you can have freedom of speech.
He went on and tried to downplay the racist angle and say, oh, it was just a misunderstanding and it was just this fun little charity stream that we did. But it's not. And he knows this about these people.
And you can argue whether his show's racist to the cows come home. You can call him a Nazi. You don't have to call him a Nazi. It's really whatever you want. But at the end of the day, he was reading those donations that he got.
He read them. He read them out loud.
He read them out loud. And yeah, you could say you don't own your community. Your community has their own mindset. They're going to say whatever they want. You can't control that. But you certainly can control the words coming out of your mouth.
Keemstar is always tweeting at the guy. The guy's always tweeting at him. They're always defending each other. I mean, these guys are like good buds.
Well, I have a support group around me, and I can't wait for you to see them because they're really pissed off at that video you uploaded for multiple goddamn reasons. Good luck, Ethan, because you're going to fucking need it.
Ethan's kind of the golden boy of YouTube, and so he's got
terrible,
some
by the
sway
way.
with
God, he's
Susan Wojcicki. And I think this may be his little video where he's like, "Hey Susan, the Keemstar guy's on your platform. You want to get rid of him, right?"
This guy's so fucking just. How did he get famous in the first place? Is what I was sitting here. Look, I was never.
Little sack of shit.
Good luck, Ethan, because you're gonna fucking need it.
Anyone who doesn't realize we now live in an anti-white reality is an idiot.
And then he also has this thing called the Ralph Retort. And the Ralph Retort is an alt-right blog, which is what Keemstar follows.
Far-right conspiracy theorist kills own father for calling him a Nazi and racist. The Ralph Retort, the alt-right blog that published Lane's work almost daily, has also distanced itself from him. In a statement, Nora Ralph, who is running the website while its founder, Ethan Ralph, finishes an 8-month jail sentence, announced she would be deleting all of Lane's work from the website.
Now, you might be going, okay, that's just one crazy guy who just believes in crazy conspiracy theories. Well, Keemstar also seems to be a crazy guy who believes in conspiracy theories.
Drug companies invent all these illnesses so they could sell drugs to morons. Social anxiety 100% is a fake invented illness, so they could sell you drugs and make millions. Stop being weak. Society is literally going to die if you keep this bullshit up.
You see, birds of the same feather tend to flock together. And if Keemstar is hanging out with you and you don't have as many subscribers, if not more than him, well, then he's hanging out with you for a different reason.
This week on the alt-right with Andy Worski and Ethan Ralph, Keemstar asked if he could show up on this alt-right podcast. I have no idea what is happening, but get the popcorn ready.
Holy shit.
And unfortunately, no one else has covered this. It's not in Content Cop. It's not in any of the vlogs from other YouTubers. It's not even in the new H3H3 video. What I want to do with this video is shine a spotlight on what I believe are these disgusting human beings and say, look at what I'm looking at right now and tell me what you see. I know, right? The fucking Yo Mama guy. The Yo Mama guy. The autistic Yo Mama guy. How did the autistic Yo Mama guy end up being the one that breaks this?
When she played Five Nights at Freddy's.
And also, I already know how Keemstar could respond to this. He's going to try to ignore it. He's going to harass me. He's probably going to call me Elsagate 2020.
Who can't help but clap?
Now, you might be saying, well, that doesn't make any sense, Zach. Because Keemstar voted for Obama. And if you vote for Obama, you can't be part of the alt-right movement.
Trump, greater than liberals.
Matter of fact, he loves Trump so much, he hates liberals, he hates social justice warriors, he thinks people with mental illnesses are lying, he's sexist, he's racist. I'm aware that Keemstar is also really smart. I think he's a piece of shit, but he's not a dumbass. He knows he has an image that he has to protect, and it's the image of being the bad guy. See, the stuff that you delete tells me that you are smart enough to know that this would bite you in the ass really hard.
Infamous YouTuber Soph, aka Sewer Nugget, replied to a deleted Keemstar tweet where he called Soph a dog and asked her if she was interested in supporting his cause to spread Nazism. I'm that dog.
Keemstar has not changed. As a matter of fact, he has gotten far worse over the years.
Keemstar made a 3-part documentary about FouseyTube at the height of his manic peak. And in part 1, he even had people telling him to lay off. Yet he still persisted through 3 parts.
He did it to promote his music video.
Listen. What music video?
He just told me that he made a fucking music
video.
Let me just speak for a second, for a good second, and don't interrupt me, okay? We're not talking about someone who's all there right now, okay? He's fucking going through a manic episode, 1,000,000,000,000%.
I don't know if that's true.
1,000,000,000%.
This is how he's doing. This is a business fucking thing.
I've been around this industry for 10 years. I know where shit goes. I call things out ahead of time. And I'm calling it right now. You are setting yourselves up to get bit in the ass. This may not be the thing that blows up today, but one day something will. And everybody who's ever defended Keemstar because he gave you money are going to look like fucking idiots. You're going to look like the Hollywood actors and actresses and producers that protected scumbags. Because it needs to be pointed out that people like Mr. Beast continue to be the reason why Keemstar can never die.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what I was trying to say earlier...
Yeah, sorry I cut you off. I wanted to get right to it. We've already planted 3.
For every dollar donated at teamtrees.org, a tree will be planted. So you could have just donated money, and then the pros would have just planted the trees for you.
Guys, go donate now. The link's in the description.
I mean, like, how are you going to feel bad about a man who's involved in a charity with Mr. Beast? And look, I'm not trying to say Mr. Beast is a bad person. He's not a bad person. I say he made a bad judgment call. Because every time you do something like that, you give Keemstar more influence, who then gives somebody like Ethan Ralph more influence, who then gives somebody like Richard Spencer more influence. There is an influence transaction happening that no one is aware of. Look, you have freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean freedom of consequences. I think people have a right to know these facts. I think people need to be aware of what is happening with Keemstar. And we as a platform, and we as a collective creator community, can decide if there are consequences. Or you can decide to continue giving people like Richard Spencer a voice.
We are coming back here like a fucking 100 times. I am so mad. I am so fucking mad at these people. They don't do this to fucking me. We're gonna fucking ritualistically humiliate them.
That's right.
Like, I am coming back here every fucking weekend if I have to. Like, this is never over. I win, they fucking lose. That's how the world fucking works. Little fucking, they get ruled by people like me. Little fucking oxen. My ancestors fucking enslaved those pieces of fucking shit.
We're gonna win.
I rule the fucking world. Those pieces of shit get ruled by people like me. They look up and see a face like mine looking down at them.
Fucking white, I run this world. You're black, you're my slave.
I think if someone fucks you over in any shape or form, destroy him.
You cannot deny the fact that it's sad that the Yo Mama channel has more self-awareness, more emotional intelligence, and more integrity. That is a fucking joke, and not one that I can laugh about. And like I said, I wanted to put a spotlight on this so that you can examine it with a microscope. I had no idea we were going to be getting ourselves into this situation. And then when I saw it, and I learned what I learned, I as an autistic man could not bend my integrity or break it just to make a joke. I mean, yes, we still made the cartoon. Of course we still made the fucking cartoon. We spent a long time on this cartoon. And the cartoon is basically, look, no matter which way you spin this, whether or not Keemstar is a part of the alt-right movement or just somebody who really likes all their ideas and is friends with them, even then, no matter which way you spin this, Keemstar is the biggest piece of shit on YouTube right now. And he is way up everybody's ass, especially Ethan. Like H3H3, we figured, hey, why not include you in the cartoon as well? Enjoy.
Keemstar is such a dirty little piece
of... Yeah, I'm interrupting this because, one, we cannot post this on YouTube. And two, it's not a Yo Mama joke. It is a Keemstar joke. We're no longer limited by Yo Mama jokes. We're only limited by how much of a joke you are. We also put this video on Newgrounds. Yes, we are now Yo Mama on Newgrounds. But I cannot link you to this video because it is a pretty bad video. So yeah, you have to go out there and find it yourself. And we made some of the best moments that you can clip, GIF, re-upload, and spread all across the internet to show just how much of a piece of shit crybaby bitch that Keemstar really is. La 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 la.